Hello football fans, and welcome back to Point Break, Sports Stories. One of the most fascinating narratives surrounding this World Cup is that we are witnessing the final dance of several modern-day legends. Among them, Cristiano Ronaldo is undoubtedly pulling the absolute maximum media attention. He and his Portugal squad are set to kick off their campaign in Group K, clashing with the Democratic Republic of Congo, an unpredictable and dangerous wildcard from Africa. Elite squad across all three lines and a burning collective desire to help CR7 cap off his legendary career with the ultimate prize, the World Cup trophy, the Seleção das Quinas, will naturally target nothing less than a victory in every single match. However, Roberto Martinez still has several tactical puzzles to solve, particularly up front. The Spanish tactician and his men must tread with absolute caution if they want to avoid early pitfalls on their quest for global glory. The highly anticipated opening match of the greatest goalscorer in football history and his national team will take place at 0 a.m. on Thursday morning, June 18th. Historically, despite always entering major tournaments as heavy title contenders, Portugal's trophy cabinet, compared to other traditional powerhouses, remains relatively modest. The European Seleção has only won a single Euro title, 2 UEFA Nations League trophies, and achieved a third-place finish back in the historic 1966 World Cup. They have blessed the world with multiple generations of generational talent, yet footballing luck has often turned its back on them. Now, at the world's biggest football festival hosted in North America, Roberto Martinez's squad has only one obsession: lifting the Golden World Cup trophy. This tournament is not just about writing the perfect fairy tale ending to the monumental career of Cristiano Ronaldo. It is also about opening a glorious new chapter for what is considered the most powerful golden generation in Portuguese football history. Nevertheless, mental fortitude is the ultimate quality this Iberian Peninsula representative needs to sharpen, especially since their past heartbreaks have often come from self-inflicted wounds rather than being completely outclassed. Portugal's journey to conquer their ultimate dream begins in Group K. Alongside diverse opponents from different continents, DR Congo, Colombia, and Uzbekistan. On paper, this group poses no insurmountable challenge for CR7 and his teammates if they play up to their true standards. The only thing that matters is their actual execution on the pitch. Can they deliver the ultimate joy to the fans back home and provide a flawless swan song for the greatest striker in history? And of course, let's not forget the crucial presence of their guardian angel in goal, Diogo Costa. On the other side of the pitch, DR Congo's journey to the 2026 World Cup reads like a literal fairy tale. They didn't punch a direct ticket through the regular African qualifiers. Instead, they had to survive a grueling, nerve-wracking playoff run, both continentally and intercontinentally. A dramatic, hard-fought 10 extra-time victory over Jamaica finally propelled Sebastian Desabrus' men back to the world's grandest stage after a painful 50-year wait. Half a century is an agonizingly long time. That is exactly why DR Congo didn't travel to North America just to play 3 group games and pack their bags. They are here to etch new historic milestones. Under the tournament's expanded format, the knockout stage doors are wider than ever, even for teams finishing third. With high-profile stars currently plying their trade in the English Premier League acting as the team's backbone, the African nation has every reason to dream big. DR Congo is arguably one of the most intriguing wildcards in this tournament. Fact-checking history: 52 years ago, during their World Cup debut in 1974 in West Germany, they competed under the name Zaire, the nation's designation under President Mobutu Sese Seko from 1971 to 1997. These unique historical elements add an extra layer of mystique to Sebastian Desabrus' squad, making them a highly attractive side for neutral fans. And who knows, they might just pull off a monumental shock against the tournament favorites right in the opening match. Looking at the squads, Roberto Martinez has brought a terrifyingly balanced powerhouse to North America. Their midfield is currently evaluated by many experts as the most formidable on the planet, featuring 2 reigning Champions League winners and the all-time assist leader in Premier League history. Leading the front line is, of course, the immortal Cristiano Ronaldo, who is actively chasing the mind-boggling milestone of 1,000 career goals. However, CR7's recent form has raised eyebrows. At 41 years old, he has occasionally looked out of sync with the team's high-tempo transitions and has uncharacteristically squandered clear-cut chances. To make matters more concerning, his natural deputy, Gonçalo Ramos, hasn't fared much better. Portugal's front line clearly has lingering issues that need immediate calibration if they seriously intend to go toe-to-toe for the championship. While Martinez possesses world-class individual cards, turning them into a cohesive, unstoppable machine remains a work in progress. As exposed in their last two friendlies, furthermore, with several key figures carrying minor physical fatigue after a grueling European club season, managing game time and squad rotation will be absolutely critical. This generation is hailed as a golden era, but to truly solidify their legacy as the greatest Portuguese team in history, they must bring silverware home. Otherwise, they will merely be remembered as another beautiful, tragic what-if. As for DR Congo, their football federation has spent the last few years aggressively convincing Hikaliba diaspora players of Congolese descent playing across Europe to return and represent their homeland. This strategy has successfully secured elite talents like Chancel Mbemba, Axel Tuanzebe, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Noah Sadiki. These are established household names who have proven their worth in Europe's top-flight leagues. Head coach Sebastian Desabra's ultimate task is to weld these individual weapons into a unified, disciplined powerhouse. Dr. Congo's core strengths lie in their explosive physical power, highly disciplined low-block defense, and lethal counter-attacking transitions. Heavily anchored by players nurtured in top academies across England, France, and Belgium, if you are looking for a dark horse capable of blowing a group wide open, the Leopards fit the bill perfectly, playing with absolute tactical freedom and a burning desire to leave a mark after a 50-year absence. DR Congo possesses the perfect recipe to make life miserable for Portugal. This Thursday's clash marks the first ever official meeting between Portugal and DR Congo in football history. However, looking at the broader picture against African opposition, Cristiano Ronaldo and his teammates still harbor bitter memories from 4 years ago, when they were heartbreakingly dumped out of the Qatar World Cup quarterfinals by Morocco. On a brighter note, in the World Cup group stages, the European Seleção has remained completely undefeated against African teams since 2006, commanding 3 wins and 1 draw. Overall, with their vast tournament experience and vastly superior technical class, Portugal enters this match as heavy betting favorites. Their preparation has been flawless, coming off back-to-back friendly victories against Chile and Nigeria. Conversely, DR Congo stumbled slightly in their tune-ups, drawing with Denmark and falling to Chile. Therefore, the mandate for CR7 and company is crystal clear: secure all 3 points with an authoritative, convincing performance to assert their status as genuine title contenders and grab an early stranglehold on Group K. Speaking ahead of the opening clash, coach Roberto Martinez offered deep tactical insights regarding their preparation, squad selection, and the role of his captain, Cristiano Ronaldo. We view the match against DR Congo through 2 critical tactical lenses. First, their frontline. They possess incredible raw speed, raw physical power, and exceptional individual quality. Our final warm-up match against Nigeria was highly beneficial. It provided us the perfect tactical rehearsal to synchronize our defensive blocks against a physically imposing, muscular setup highly similar to what Congo will throw at us. To me, the 2026 World Cup will be a campaign defined by chaos and attrition. This 50-day marathon changes people. The eventual champion won't necessarily be the team that starts the tournament in the best form, but the team that knows how to adapt, reshape, and perfect itself through every phase of the tournament. Cristiano Ronaldo's influence in the number 9 role remains astronomical. His movement off the ball, his timing, his elite finishing, and the way he drags defenders out of position to create space for others are potent weapons for Portugal. Cristiano is the ultimate professional. he dedicates himself 24 hours a day to the national team, from training and physical maintenance to his relentless obsession with self-improvement. On the other side, DR Congo's mastermind, Sebastien Disaba, expressed immense pride, tactical confidence, and a fierce collective hunger. Bringing DR Congo back to the World Cup after half a century has been an intensely emotional and dramatic journey. But we are not here just to participate. We want to reach a completely new level. Our goal is to build a rock-solid tactical blueprint, compete fiercely on equal terms, and cement our place among the top 5 powerhouses in African football. An entire nation is bursting with pride, and that massive wave of spiritual energy will be carried onto the pitch by our players. Everyone knows Portugal boasts world-class stars in every position and a highly fluid, dangerous attacking system under Roberto Martinez. They operate on a completely different planet compared to what we faced in the qualifiers. However, we have our own weapons. We are one of the most physically imposing, structurally sound, and aggressive teams in terms of duels in Africa. We will not park the bus and just suffer. We will try to control spaces and maintain tight tactical synchronization to neutralize their pressure. We survived brutal, nerve-wracking playoffs that tested our mental fortitude and nerve to the absolute limit. That crucible forged a resilient, incredibly stubborn Congo team. The immense pressure to win rests entirely on Portugal's shoulders. We step onto that pitch with the pure, unadulterated hunger of men who are here to rewrite history. Opening matches are historically breeding grounds for massive upsets, and we are fully prepared to go toe-to-toe. To wrap up today's preview, let's take a look at the projected starting lineups and match prediction. Portugal is highly expected to deploy a fluid 433 formation, featuring their strongest possible Diogo Costa will guard the net. Shielded by a central defensive partnership of Ruben Dias and Goncalo Inacia, João Cancelo will occupy the right-back slot, with Nuno Mendes operating on the left flank. The midfield engine room will be anchored by a stellar trio consisting of Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes. Up front, Bernardo Silva will pull the strings from the right wing, Pedro Neto will provide explosive pace on the left, and leading the line as the focal point of the attack will be none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. For DR Congo, Coach Disaba is expected to counter with a highly compact 4,411 structure to maximize defensive stability. Lionel Mpasi will start between the sticks, protected by the formidable centre-back duo of Chancel Mbemba and Axel Tuanzebe. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will lock down the right-back position, while Arthur Masuaku commands the left. The central midfield double pivot will feature Samuel Mautusami and Noah Siddiqui, flanked by Mishak Ilya on the right wing and Nathaniel Mabuku on the left. In the attacking transition, Yoan Wissa will play in a free-roaming second striker role, providing vital support to the main target man, Cedric Bokambu. Final score prediction. This Group K opening battle at the 2026 World Cup is likely to end in a professional 20 victory for Portugal. And that wraps up our preview for today's video. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Point Break, Sports Stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest football stories and deep dives. Let us know your score predictions and tactical thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the debate passionate and respectful. Thank you for watching. I'm your host from Point Break, wishing you great health, joy, and a shared passion for the beautiful game. See you in the next story.